Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Lost Archives. My name's Owen, and we are playing Disco Elysium. Last we left off, we were interested in these curtains and what might lie behind them, but Plaisance here wants us to talk to her a bit more. So let's have a bit of a chat to Plaisance, see what we can figure out about these curtains.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
If it's just a storage room, then why do you have that strange trinket on the curtains?
It's just for decoration.
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile. Then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing.
Okay, so this curse is real?
Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Take it easy. You've broken her resistance. Pushing her further will gain nothing.
Okay, take it easy. How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
And it mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial trouble.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
This is a really interesting curse that manifests as businesses failing. I'm pretty sure like 60% of all new businesses fail in the first year. Like in our world, I don't know about Disco Elysium.
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
Strange. I feel unwanted too. What does that mean?
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
So we're not going to push her. Suggestion said we've got everything we need from her, so we won't push her. But have you sought help from anyone?
Yes. I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the wards as well?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
This doesn't seem very ethical.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not.
Oh.
I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
Psychic arts? Sounds right down our alley.
Convince her to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. Boom, 92%.
Slither up to her, you
2 6s.
silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Wait, what if I don't want to lie?
You're not lying. You're giving her peace of mind. The means are thus justified.
Why is my drama sounding like a snake? I don't think I've done the right thing here. I fucking love drama. Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I have returned from the void, a para-detective from a long line of para-detectives.
You're no para-detective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then, rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
I admit I've had my fair share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing. Oh, you see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void. I like that. Let's go that.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
I am the void revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energies.
I should have realised. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Of course not.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
I'm not going to get Kim to... I'm going to get Kim to vouch, but I changed my mind. It's going to be hilarious. Just ask my partner Kim. He'll vouch for me. I don't think he will, though. Yeah, let's do it. Come on, it's fun. Just ask my partner Kim. He'll vouch for me. The lieutenant mumbles in minor confusion. He has not been listening closely enough. You've put him on the spot.
Certainly so, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is eminent in this particular field.
Thank you, Kim Kitsuragi.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
On my honour.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Sire. Of course, the entity. For I have sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimneys, the passage between heaven and hell. Of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it.
Got another mystery. How many mysteries are we solving now? It's like 4.
Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Me too.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
Ooh. Inland Empire. That's not what I want to hear. What if I wanted to buy a book?
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go. Get back there. The books await you.
So what type of books do you have?
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about the books.
Do you even know what books you have for sale?
Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods. I'm sure it's all very literary stuff with well-written prose. But you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories.
Where do you learn about the important things then?
The truth is available if you just know where to look, and you have to open and free your mind to understand.
Alright, I'll take another look then.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
I'll see if there's any more questions about the curse we need to ask, but I think we're good.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
Nah, we're good. We don't need to push her about telling us right away about the curse. Obviously, she didn't want to talk about it. Like, that's absolutely fair enough. Cool. Let's go have a look behind the curtains now that we've been given permission.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Pull them open.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Oh!
Escapes from Plaisance as she tries her best to look away. her round face buried in her hands. She did give us permission. Ooh. Ghostly silhouettes of hairdryers. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Oh, we've got a thought. Looks like Guillaume Le Million, that hair poster. Oh, so that's Guillaume Le Million. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. There he is. That's not really the face we're pulling, though, is it? Ah, well, let's go through the door.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Well, we're not going to try and knock down the door. Actually, let's knock on it. What happens if we knock on the door?
Only an echo. No one is there.
Let's unlock the door with the key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Kim, maybe you should go first.
Detective, you're the one in charge.
All right, let's enter. Ooh. Oh, it's just a gym. Oh, Kim wants to talk to us.
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. It looks like a gym to me.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages.
He draws a stripe on the dusty floor with his foot.
I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Ooh. What if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages, Kim?
Yes, because it's closed.
Yep, that's fair.
No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Let's have a look around. Sand is dripping from a punching bag. Ooh. Pick this up. Shot put ball. 13 real. The poster says, Citius Fortis. The rest is worn off. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
Interesting.
It's just a memory. A memory from another life. When you were young and fit.
3%. We'd have to get 2 6s. I might leave this one for now. Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? Should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Look, we may come back and give this a go later. There's no point doing it now, though. Well, let's have a look up here. Oh, Kim wants to talk to us again.
It's dark.
The lieutenant states the obvious.
And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Flashlights go in hand? Stare at your hand uncomprehendingly.
Yes, you might even call it a feature of the universe that you need to hold tools to use them.
That makes so much sense.
Right. Now let's get to it.
Some areas.
Okay, thank you, game. Is he really just gonna... Where's the flashlight? Is he really just gonna stand there getting cross with me because I haven't got the flashlight equipped? There we go. Ooh. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. Oh, this music's a bit creepy. Like, go through here? Oh, yeah. Oh, there's loads of stuff in here. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Maybe it's my ginger beer. Airship rotors covered in spiderwebs. They remind you of blades. Oh, the mannequins. What are these mannequins doing? They're creepy. Oh no, puppets are creepy. We all know this, puppets are creepy. A naked mannequin torso. Strange yellow color. Take some money. Blue velvet. Soft to the touch. Moth bitten. There's loads of money through here. This is awesome. Getting loads of good stuff. Production schedule filament memory. 50 real. Take that. Steel rotor blades bearing a Slipstream logo. Skis with Slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. What is this place? There's loads of stuff around here. Oh, hello. Oh, no, come back, come back. We had a... But where are the clothes it used to display? Oh, the clothing rack. Oh, there's like more stuff. Oh, hang on, hang on. Oh my god, there's so many things to check out. What is this? Look at this!
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural.
It's like a frost giant.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic.
I think I'm going to have to create Wilkins as a D&D race now, aren't I, for our campaign?
Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space.
We're definitely going to have to do this.
Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the Welkin, this is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
It does, Kim's right. Why would anyone spend so much time on this, Kim?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Oh my god, especially me. Absolutely. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Oh, well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the Welkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone.
Inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
This is incredible. This would make such a great D&D setting. I'll inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
I'm going to keep reading. What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
We found that. We picked that up. Okay, let's inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe."
Okay, well, let's leave that be. So how do we inspect the production schedule? Doesn't look like we can interact with it. Let's check out what this board says here, and then maybe it's
This
box.
old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient.
Looks like some sort of like mathematical diagram.
The whole thing resembles Cadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
Hold on, how do I know what Kedron mosaic tiles are supposed to look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
Was I a teacher before I was a detective? What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
This must be an elaborate piece of art. Conceptualization says it looks like the Kedron mosaic tiles. This must be an elaborate piece of art.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled The Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Oh my god, it's a remote D&D game. It is literally D&D, but using radios instead of being in person, so that you can do D&D across the different isolas. Oh my god, this is incredible.
They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Wait, who's the game master?
Someone very important.
Thank you.
The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
Oh, facilitator really authority.
A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
I like conductor as a name for... better. It's actually better than facilitator for a game master. A conductor is so appropriate because everyone's playing the instruments, they know the music, they're playing along together. The conductor's just there to help it all tie together. The story, the players. If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like.
Cool.
All of this is gone, left unrealized.
Oh, so this never actually took off. It failed before it could go ahead. Also, I've just noticed the figure. I'm going to shine my torch. That figure in the background. That's terrifying. I don't know if you can see there on the screen. It looks like a sort of like hunched over animal of some sorts, maybe. Freaky.
There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
Right, so their dreams were bigger than their ability.
My god. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
The cost of airwidth alone must have been huge.
Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
How many levels have we got? Oh my god, we've got a fair few levels. Okay, what do we want to level up? Definitely not authority. I wouldn't mind leveling up conceptualization. We do tend to use that quite a bit. Visual calculus we use quite a bit. Encyclopedia logic, drama, rhetoric, not those too much. Savoir-faire. Why is our savoir-faire so low? Oh, our items are giving us -2. Okay, fair enough. Volition. We could bump Inland Empire up another level, get it to 6. Esprit de corps is good on 7. Hand-eye coordination. Maybe let's start with that. Leaves us 4 points to play around with later. Oh, perception. Definitely worth having a bit of extra perception. Yeah, 4 perception would be good. Let's do that. Oh.
Why does art inspire you so much?
It It does, yes, but what is art?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Would I fit into the art world? I mean...
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
Hold on, is architecture also art?
Of course not. It's autism, box drawing, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant or whatever they use. You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture while extolling the virtues of the pure arts.
Sorry, that first line, it really got me. Architecture is autism. Oh my god, it's incredible. Wait, what about music? Is it art?
Only the most experimental kind.
Guess I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
The art cop? Wait, but don't I have to be 100% cop to get the case finished and all that?
Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home.
Okay, if 50% art critic is what is needed to free me from rote repetition, so be it. I guess I'm an art cop now.
Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world.
We've gained a thought actual art degree.
Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
Let's have a look. I've got to check out this thought. Actual art degree. Okay, yeah, it's another copper type. The worst one. The most savage and brutal. The art cop. Nothing is good enough for him. Everything is shit. You have to employ an armada of adjectives to depict and demean the mediocrity of the works and visual institutions around you. Really flex that critical muscle until the vocabulary for punishing mediocrity becomes second nature. Here we go. So, we lose one perception while we're researching this because we can't even look at this shit. And it only takes an hour and a half to research. Have we got any spares? Nah. Sure. It's only an hour and a half. Minus one perception. We've already just given ourselves plus one perception, so it's like we're walking around with the same level of perception we had before. Let's become an art cop. Why not? Oh wait, we're gonna investigate that. Scribbled across a notebook. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
He sounds surprised and a bit cautious.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Do you think I should turn it on, Kim?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Okay, I'll turn it on.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
That music is really cool. Let's look inside the compartment.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Okay, let's insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver.
Okay.
Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter?
I really hope not.
The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Wait, is this a... sorry, this is a real person? Oh, it is a radio computer. What are you? Are you a machine or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne. Now please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Hello, Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Yvonne, my partner tells me that you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid.
They are merely cautious. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian Station.
Okay, but where are you? How do you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident.
Fortress Accident? Oh, Fortress Accident.
As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Doesn't it get lonely doing this job?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
That's why she does this.
Ah.
Now please tell me the reason for your call, Fortress Accident.
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Oh, you mean that glowing thing I put inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Fuck.
You should ask her for a hint.
Password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint? Or maybe I should just say this is the police. This is the police. Please open this thing. Now let's ask for a hint. Yvonne, I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Oh. This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder, Fortress Accident.
Okay, fair enough.
Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
Yeah, we're not getting a warrant. This is, yeah.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Okay.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
I don't know the password, Yvonne.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Okay.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You hear her flip through a catalogue before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalogue says.
That's not bad.
Wow, so conceptual. And what's this interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
Okay, fair enough. That's all for now. Thanks, Yvonne.
Thank you, and goodbye.
The old lady's voice disappears along with the static.
Tiles on the cube are still smouldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Let's try print.
Nothing happens.
Okay, fair enough. Well, let's take the schedule with us,
The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
and let's leave. We'll keep the filament on us in case we can find a use for it. Let's try this. Oh, Kim's got something to tell us. Hey, Kim.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making?
Yes, that is the question.
The lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his hands.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
You can always trust Kim with that.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How are they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was a role-playing game.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
We do love that stuff. And as a member of the role-playing people, we do love that stuff.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
What do you think happened to the company, Kim? I think we know what happened. Their ambitions outstripped their resources.
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
The lieutenant tilts his head, thinking. This world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it, Kim.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
He says, looking around the derelict room. The pipes howl, and a rat crosses the floor.
Okay, let's keep moving.
I would have liked to have made that game. Oh, lots of stuff down here. Get some more monies. What the hell is this? Hang on, let's get the torch up on it properly. What the hell? Okay, well, let's... The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. What is this?
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red.
It does look a bit like a fridge. Oh god, its eyes are glowing. Look, they're slowly getting brighter and darker. That's terrifying.
The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice bear.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Let's crack open the door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a
I was
refrigerator.
going to say, it did look a bit like a refrigerator.
The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Kim, it's just a fridge.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door.
Let's take a look inside.
Absolutely.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Let's take a look at the note.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
We'll check that out in a minute. Let's have a look at the ice cream wrappers.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place? Hang on, and how's it still on? Where's the electricity coming from?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. Hang on, so they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
100%. The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
So true. Alright, let's close the door. Interesting. Alright, let's have a bit of a look down here. An ice cream maker. Defrosted and unplugged. Oh, sorry, this... Oh no, that's around here. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. How do I get in? Oh yeah, here we are, we're in. 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are we? Look around the secret room.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Kim, there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Yeah, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles, Kim.
Are these any good?
Let's have a look.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
I think we're about to get our own gun.
Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns.
This one looks nice. Take the rifle.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
An old Belle Margrave from the Revolution. Could the murder weapon we're looking for be similar?
It's the same type of weapon, yes. A breech loader. An interesting coincidence that we should find something so similar. But I'm afraid our search for the real murder weapon must continue.
What does this mean? A rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinaise. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Ah. Made Kim happy. So we've got... Is it an interactable thing? Oh, we've got the map of Martinaise. I think have we already interacted
The
with
worn
that?
map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinaise, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Trace a path through the grid.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinaise North. Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the
Cool, fair enough. We've also got the book on parrots. Oh, the note from the fridge. I forgot to look at this. Let's have a look at this now.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Yeah, I'm going to read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
Kuno. They're talking about Kuno.
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sulislav.
I wonder who wrote that note. Sulislav. Sulislav?
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry. Maybe it's because of the entity. I think it's more likely that to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
We know what a filament memory is. Who's the illiterate ginger kid?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
You mean Kuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be? Is that the bear?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Fair enough. Cool. Well, let's have a bit of a look around, see if we can find the off-site copy. A frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Let's check this shelf first, then we'll check this out.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
I'm going to try to open the lid. I don't think we want to turn the crank. Let's open the lid.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here.
Okay, fair.
No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time.
Okay, good to know.
If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Okay.
Equip the pry bar.
Yeah, okay. Interfacing doesn't think I'll be able to do it with the pry bar, though. Should we give it a go, just in case?
This orange machine
No.
is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
No. Minus 20 because our pry bar's not strong enough. There's no point. Alright, I'll try turning the ice cream crank.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Did I dream of becoming a poet? Well, I've become an art cop, sort of. I'm in the process of becoming an art cop.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
We don't have a strong enough pry bar. I'm actually going to leave these for the moment. I suspect maybe we can come back and play around with these once we've got the better pry bar. I think I'll leave these for the moment. I'll play it safe. Let's have a look down here and then we'll check up there. Some more money. A cellar window. People's feet shuffling by on the street. And we've got up here intercom wires running into the breaker box. Oh, insane mesh tank top +1 drama. This looks like it heads back out to the street. I don't think we've explored everything there is to explore around here. There was another room back in the main area. Oh, there's also this thing.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
I'll look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? You should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Huh. 28%. Smear your hands with coal. Yeah, right.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
Hadramut Kazai, smear your cheeks black with coal.
3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul.
What are you doing?
I'm the reincarnation of an ancient Ilmarian warrior.
Please wipe your face clean, officer.
No, you're a proud warrior. Keep it.
Kim trusts you, +1. Great, I'm not gonna wipe it.
These 3 stripes give you strength in this dangerous realm. It would be foolish to remove them.
Kim, we're exploring this dark place and I need the protection my war paint affords.
And this protects you.
This traditional war paint will grant me safe passage with the spirits that guard this place. Now, let's be honest. It gives you confidence. That's all that matters, Kim.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
These voices I heard, maybe it's the malignant entity. Plaisance said it lives in a chimney. Oh, yes, she did, actually.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected. But malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
All right. Oh, we got a +1 from war painting our face. Cool. Let's give it a go. Let's yell hello into the furnace.
You muster all your strength and yell. Your dehydrated, hungover throat can produce little more than a dry croak.
Fair enough.
A lifetime of smoking and drinking will do that to you.
Yeah, that's fair.
The chatter from the chimney continues on as before. You seem to have made no impression on whatever's up there.
Okay, fair enough.
Then again, maybe it's worth actually trying something up there.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later.
All right. I'm not going to kick it. That's a bad idea. Let's have a look upstairs then. There was another room up here, wasn't there? Was there another pathway? I think there was. I think there was another pathway down along here. Yeah, down through here. I thought I saw something through here before. There's loads of stuff up here. We'll check that out in a second. Let's get this. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. So someone's been out recently, if there's shoes that have been left behind. Postcard, La Delta 51. Let's see what's behind this metal door here.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This must be where the entity lives. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Hello? I yelled, but it didn't work.
Again, your voice becomes a raspy croak mid-sentence. It's silent in the abandoned office building. No one answers you. A sudden bout of self-pity comes over you. Sire, may we suggest something? Think of the yelling into the furnace as a grand performance. Use your chest voice, not your head voice. Sing from the diaphragm.
Okay, drama, I will do that. Let's head down. See if we'll give it... maybe that's unlocked it. Who knows? Otherwise, we'll take that exit back out onto the street. I'm sure there'll be more here for us to examine later on. We've got to come back for that radio
A
computer.
thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, colouring it pitch black.
Let's give it another go. It's +1, sing from the diaphragm.
Another pathetic yell sounds off into the vast darkness of the chimney. You're a little embarrassed you produced it.
Okay, that's all right. We'll come back and check this out later. There'll be loads of time for all this. Let's I hope. Let's head back out and see what's out these steps here. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. I'm going to put my plastic bag back in this hand just because bottles are always helpful. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we can get back down. And then we've got this intercom.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
So there's loads of things we can press. Looks like we've got Artema Tips Boxing for Young Athletes and Gym. We found that. 24-hour window. I wonder if they can repair our window. Emma's Fashion Atelier, Fabron. Oh, Fortress Accident. Let's try Fortress Accident, seeing as we're just down there.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Revachol Ice City, that's the ice cream bear.
Silence.
Okay, fair.
No one answers the doorbell.
Whirling in Rags, East Delta Pinball. Building B. So, Whirling in Rags is part of the building. It's just it's not part of the building, but it's part of the district. It's in its own area. Okay, let's try Main Hall Building A.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
Plaisance, it's me. I'm investigating a doomed commercial area just like we discussed.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were...
There's a spot of static that overrides her words.
But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore.
Okay.
So I can't help you. Please don't call
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
That was a bit rude. All right, let's see. Andrew Orlando Hare, SCA.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers.
Okay, fair enough.
What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
Why? What's wrong with Artimitep's boxing? I may as well try it, but we were just there. There's no one there.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24-hour window?
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Emma's Fashion Atelier?
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Fabron's Taxi.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Well, that's Kuno. Slipstream SCA.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
There's a weird echo to that voice. This is a woman's voice, crackling and fragile through the static. Tricentennial Electrics, but I clicked Slipstream SCA.
Have you come to place an order?
Well, I'm getting goosebumps. That voice sounds really weird, that echo.
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
Off an old wax cylinder? What, so it's a recording?
Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
Hold on, Tricentennial Electrics. I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Wait.
She must be mistaking you for someone else.
Oh. Okay.
No. Something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Do we know each other?
Michelle.
Okay.
Just please.
Well, we know that's not us. Our name's Harry. She stops, and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Michelle? My name's not Michelle. I'm Harry.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
This seems relevant to our situation.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
So has she gone through the same thing that happened to us?
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Hello?
She doesn't answer.
You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Alright, goodbye then.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Why is volition... Why is this a volition check to call them again? +1 wax cylinder, +1 slipstream SCA.
Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and...
It didn't hurt us in the first place.
Alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
I wonder if, before you know your name, because I didn't click on this earlier, before we'd found out our name, I wonder if when you click on this, when you don't know your name, you think this person's talking to you. You might think your name is Michelle. Okay, let's call her again.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell. waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Last time we talked there was some confusion. You got me mixed up with someone else.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Please don't hang up. I just want to explain myself.
It's you.
She's saying the exact same thing she said last time. It is a recording. That's the wax cylinder. It is a recording. This isn't a person talking to us.
My God.
Yeah, it's a recording.
I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait, is she...
Wait, are you repeating your words?
Michelle, just please.
Even her breathing, the way her voice drops when she finishes the sentence sounds exactly the same. It's a recording.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
It doesn't matter what I say, you're just going to continue, right?
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
Is it over? Can we talk now?
Ever since I came to work
It is. It's a recording.
different.
Harry hasn't realised it's a recording yet. We've beaten Harry to this understanding, and now we've got to wait for Harry to catch up. That's pretty funny.
As if my mind's been wiped clean.
I say nothing.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
You're recording.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this.
Just recording, and here I thought...
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Let's keep listening.
A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Is anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow, crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car
Shivers.
windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
So,
The strange alien thought pattern ends. The lieutenant cuts in, inspecting the intercom. Okay, so our shivers needs to be higher to understand that. What is our shivers at the moment? It's only like 2, isn't it? It's pretty low. Okay, never mind. I guess this will be a mystery for another playthrough when we bump up our motrix. No, sorry, our physique.
it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Wait, a recording trapped in the circuitry?
Mm-hmm. I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later.
Something weird just happened to me, Kim.
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is true.
Thank you, Logic. What happens if we press whirling in rags?
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
And the East Delta pinball? Hang on a minute. I know what's behind the blue door. It's East Delta pinball, because that's Building B. Building B, whirling in rags. Building B, East Delta pinball. And that's why there's pinball machines in the front. That's what's behind the blue door. It's pinball.
Silence.
Yeah.
No one answers your call.
What about the empty card?
This button looks new,
Huh.
but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
He takes a step back, inspecting the other names on the list. Okay, fair enough. Right. Well, that was pretty interesting. Let's have a look. So I was waiting for an opportunity to show this off. This is a really cool thing you can do. So if you...
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
So I've taken a morale damage, but I don't want to spend my medication to get my morale back. So I'm going to pat the delivery box and tell it that it's a good mail delivery box.
The box seems happy. Eat shit, pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel you, mail collection box.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
If you need to regenerate morale, just be nice to items and objects in the world that you come across. Oh, hello.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Working class drunk. Oh, the missing husband. Case solved.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
Sorry, wait, what did I crack exactly?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's her husband, the missing husband.
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit.
Hang on, this don't add up. I'm only making a fool of myself. Nah, give me champagne, I'm going in.
There's no need for champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell the working class woman what you found, right now.
Should I talk to this man first?
Shit ain't nothing to me.
Alright, well I guess we'll go report the success of locating her husband.
Protect and serve, madam. I found your husband.
God damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing.
But you said you didn't know where he was.
And I specifically added that I didn't need to know where he was.
Well, found him nevertheless. I'm not good.
Very well then. Where is he?
There.
Point to the working class drunk near the sea.
Excuse me? I don't follow.
There's something else hiding in her voice, though. A trace of worry.
I found a working class drunk and I thought he might be yours.
Right, 'cause working class women come with alcoholic husbands. You know what?
Something bad, I guess. I'm sorry. I say stupid things sometimes. I didn't mean to annoy.
You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband. Although not that one.
So he's still missing.
Ha! Blam! Knew it.
So he is missing as well.
No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably in the park or in Shamrock somewhere, drinking with his friends. I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
She has completely forgotten about her books, staring blank into the distance instead.
There. She's worried now.
Huh. Kim, is it just me or do we have a missing persons case here?
I wouldn't be so sure. Man, just to be completely clear, do you want to report it to the police?
Report what? He's just out drinking with his friends. I'm sure the police has better things to do than to chase down local goofballs.
Honestly, I just think missing person cases are mysterious.
They are not all they're cracked up to be, officer.
Why not?
Because people either show up on their own or you never find them.
He says with a flash of teeth.
But isn't that mysterious?
I'd say there's nothing mysterious about incompleteness. It's in fact rather unpleasant.
Yeah, I agree with that actually. I like completing things.
You're wrong there. Incompleteness is the essence of mystery.
Well, I still want one. I want a missing persons case.
All right then. He has questions now.
What kind of questions?
What does your husband look like?
Honestly, not that different from you.
Like a late-stage alcoholic then.
That's one way to put it, yes. No offense. I'd also add he's a little bit chubby.
I see. What else?
What else? He was wearing a dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining. The lining is hand-sewn. I made it myself.
It's his cool jacket.
God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he refuses to change.
This guy sounds disco. We're going to make a friend when we find this missing husband.
Who cares about the cold when you have your cool jacket to wear? You can completely sympathize.
100%.
I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin.
Well,
Can you believe it?
Well, if your jacket is really that cool, I can totally understand.
Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps him keep warm at night. I wouldn't like him to catch cold.
This lady is lovely. I feel bad about annoying her.
She's thinking about him out in the cold, in some park, or on the coast. And it's making her more and more worried.
Hang on, this legit is now a missing persons case. I just remember starting this when I was pestering her about losing a parrot or her husband. When did you last see him?
Yesterday morning, he went to the library. He went to retrieve my book, and he promised he'd walked straight back home.
So he is missing.
Because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do with his addiction. Just makes me feel weak.
Gone for around 36 hours then. Damn, this is a missing persons case. She turns away from you in an attempt to recover.
Thanks, miss. I think I got it.
So you are going to look for him?
Yes.
She genuinely wants you to know. Don't make her ask.
Yes, I'll bring him back home to you.
Thank you. Please do. Even though I'm sure he will return home by himself. I'm still sure of that.
I'm getting bad vibes.
She tries to maintain a brave front, even though her eyes reveal the opposite.
I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let Precinct 57, Kim Kitsuragi, know?
I will. Of course, officer. As I said, it's probably nothing.
Okay, let's get going then. Oh,
Actual art degree.
oh, cool.
Trite, contrived, mediocre, milquetoast, amateurish, infantile, cliché and gonorrhea-ridden peon to conformism. I fucked me. Affront to humanity. War crime. Should literally be tried for war crimes. Resolutely shit. Lacking in imagination. Uninformed reimagining of. Lip-wristed, premature, ill-informed attempt at. Talentless fuckfest. Recidivistic shit peddler. Pedantic, listless, savagely boring. Just one repulsive laugh after another.
That's the solution. Holy shit, what do we get? -1 to hand-eye coordination, handshake from anger at how shit it all is, conceptualization, passives heal +1 morale, and give 10 XP. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. Have we... Oops, sorry, wrong one. Have we... Oh yeah, Calder Mamadakwa, Guillaume Le Million, Lonesome Long Way Home, King... I don't think we want to get any of the other ones. Oh my god, actual art degree is incredible. That was... The solution to that was indescribable. Now I've just remembered... Oh, hang on. Am I not wearing my, super boots? Oh, to be fair, the super boots aren't great for what I want right now. So we'll leave that be. I might put the super boots on later when I need them. Oh! Did I just... Oh, I thought I saw like an interact with them. There's the rifle. I was going to say, didn't we give the serial number? Oh, hello.
The afternoon sun shimmers off the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
That's true.
Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic.
It does.
The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look.
Oh, it does look good.
Someone has waxed it recently.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool, Kim.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
What's it packing there?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-litre V12 there.
That's what, a 7-litre V12?
7.2. supercharged.
The lieutenant is trying to suppress a smug smile. Unsuccessfully.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
What in there made the infernal whining sound that woke me?
You mean the coil noise?
What is coil noise?
When variable current passes through wires that make up the coils on the electrical system on this machine, it causes vibration in the wires and the cores of the coils.
Which would vibrate and give off sound, fair enough.
When the frequency of the current in the coils falls within the audible range, the resulting vibration creates the whiny sound you mentioned.
That checks out.
Whatever you do, don't make fun of the lieutenant for explaining this to you.
It's exactly what I thought.
Of course.
Fine machine.
Run your hand over the smooth metal surface.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Huh.
It's a bit girly right now. Fit it with some proper off-road components.
Nah, fuck off, Authority. You're not my friend, Authority. Let's go with visual calculus.
Kim, you ever thought about switching to helium headlights?
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
Oh, well, if we ever get this case solved, maybe we can do it together.
Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
Alright, let's move.
Hey. Oh, I gotta do that with Kim later. Okay.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Alright, well, let's see if we can get... it was Alice, wasn't it?
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number, Alice?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Betancourt, sur la Clé in 42.
Okay.
It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict.
Okay.
So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
Do you know what it's called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinell, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
That's not a good sign when a military contractor changes their name a lot. That normally means they don't want to get done for doing really dodgy shit, and they have to change their name so that they can keep doing it.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
Alice, a suit of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was issued.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
Yes, definitely.
This is a fun challenge for her. An opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM.
Thank you, Alice. I really appreciate your efforts in this case.
Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you then.
Done. All right.
57's over and out.
In the cabin,
It's fine. We can leave that. Nice. Okay. Brilliant. That was really helpful information. So let's take a quick pause. Oh god, there's so many tasks we need to do. So we still need to perform an advanced analysis using hand-eye coordination. Okay, so we'll need to up our hand-eye coordination to investigate the bullet. Found pants from Kuno. Oh, we did have to open the apartment door for Evart. We could do that. Find a way into the secret passage. That's probably going to be a bit harder. Keep searching for the caller. We'll have to take some time on that. Oh, we do need to send the body to processing, but I think we need to do that. Yeah, so we'll lose Kim for a bit when we do that. So we'll keep Kim with us for the moment. Oh, look, this is look at our ranks. We've got 13 good cop points. I think that's good. And 4 moralist points. That kind of checks out. Tattoos. Ask around about the tattoo's possible meaning. We'll go do that. We still need to solve the mystery of the jam mystery. There it is. We need to solve the jam mystery or find our badge before Joyce will help us. We need to find out who might have had access to the whirling trash, but that's going to take a while too. Still need to find money for Gart, but I think we've got enough of that. Ask Call Me Mañana about the armor. And then call Alice back for a day. Find your heraldic bird. We'll do that later when Kim's not with us. Across the canal. The canal was broken though, so we couldn't go across it before. We're still investigating the doomed commercial district, but we can't get access to that until we level up our physical instrument, which I think we can only level up once anyway, so I might wait and see when we get an item that can give us a plus to that. And find the working class husband. Okay, so we've got a lot of tasks we need to do. Okay, so I think... Oh, we've ticked out loads of... Look at this, we've ticked off so many things. So I think what we need to do... Oh, there's loads of stuff. Okay, cool. It's actually, having this map is so helpful. So it looks like there's some more stuff we can talk to Joyce Messier about, maybe? For the moment, though, let's see if we can solve... Hello? An ancient fountain. Doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. I haven't spoken to these guys either. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. Slush and rain has almost washed them off. We'll talk to these... Oh, let's talk to these guys now. Oh, hang on. Spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
He covers his mouth to hide a burp.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich.
Yeah.
Talk to angry old Rene first.
Sure. Rene's outfit, his uniform, looks fantastic.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Rene, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
This one's still chewing on his sandwich. So we've got Rene and Gaston. And they're playing, I guess, bowls of some sort.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
Grab the ball and show them how it's done. +2 acting without hesitation. Let's go. Wah, nailed it. Oh.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work.
Feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Take in the surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
There is time for a last glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet. We're not going to shot put it, are we? I really should have watched them play the game first. Merde is French for shit. I believe he's gone shit. Bordel de merde? I'm not sure what bordel is. I'll look it up later. Oh my god. I really should have checked what game they were playing first before I grabbed the ball.
It wasn't mid. The shot was at least 23 meters. Probably 24 and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
What the hell is your problem?
Oh no. Not a weak triceps, that's for sure.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
Wait, what?
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
I thought it was shot put.
Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque. You ruined a pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, Rene. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
I don't have a bull, but would this do? Hold out the shot put ball. Oh, that's so funny. If I just shot put the shot put.
Will this... No, it will goddamn not.
Thank you, officer.
Oh, I've lost
This
the ball.
is really something. Honestly, I think it's better than our old bull, even.
Oh.
Mon Dieu. All right, fine. What do you want, officer?
Damn it, that bull was worth 15... Oh, real. I could have used that. Damn it.
Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention.
Rene, I found your guard booth.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you.
I wondered if Rene was an old revolutionary.
I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
Ah.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Hold on, why are you on a leave?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
Yeah, fair.
You see, officer, Rene is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
So who was working your shift that night?
No one.
Ah.
The boss has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer, the container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before Rene. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
To be fair.
Evrard created this job for Rene because he knows the Royal Carabinier's pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
I knew it. So Rene is an ex-revolutionary. Right, okay. Decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to say that. Rene's but one man. We need a program. Get all the elderly back in the job market. Keep folks motivated. Oh, mate. Yeah, Rene's but one man. We need a program. Get all the elderly back in the job market. Keep folks motivated.
Look, officer, can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
I saw a picture in there. You were in it. Who's the girl?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
That is fair. He doesn't have to.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Got it. Thanks.
Yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Rene, Gaston, do you know anything about the man hanged in the back of the whirling in rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinaise, the union is the law, so can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops.
Cop is a pejorative term.
Huh.
I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
So again, you don't know anything?
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
I believe this guy.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
Oh, that statement. Just gonna sit and let that one sink in for a moment. Christ, that is so profound. You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Do you know what created it?
I do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Okay, it's crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
I was wrong. I don't think he's an ex-revolutionary. Wait, who are the communists again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Why show them here in Martinaise?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Yep.
Martinaise was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
I'll nod thoughtfully and turn to look northeast.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Righto.
Blood Ground. You got old Rene going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
That explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There is a strange gleam in his eyes. I think he's a fascist.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinaise they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
The coalition seems quite capable, actually.
They're not. And I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains...
Why? You don't have to do those things.
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
He's a monarchist. He's a royalist. He believes in the old Revachol royal family.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Right.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
We know Frisel and Guillaume, they were the previous kings. What exactly is a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already.
Yeah, we have, sorry.
Soon, They will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Is there anything you can tell me about this rifle? And I'll hand him the antique firearm.
It's a Bell McGrave, 4.46 caliber, breech loading, Revachol made. Good weapon, accurate and reliable.
That's what I'm worried about.
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
In the basement there. I'm happy to share this information with Rene. I don't think he's the murderer.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away.
That's horrifying.
As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
Oh, that is interesting. Let's give it a go, see if we can figure out... Actually, is our composure... Composure, are we getting a minus from anything? No, we're getting a plus from something. Okay, let's give it a shot, see if we can get this one. What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud?
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
It's okay, we'll come back and try it later.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
Yeah.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Thanks, Composure. Alright, thanks for your time, gentlemen. Oh. Sorry. Oh, there's loads of stuff. Enormous bulls worthy of a real man. The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. I think we know it wasn't. Let's check out what's down here, and then let's make our way... see if we can get across the canal. I know they said they were going to try and repair it. Splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. Oh.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
I'll look closer first.
The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone. They look pretty ancient.
Kim, look. Bullet holes.
Where?
Someone's been shot. We're cops. We should solve it.
There? Those are old.
Oh, you mean like from the Revolution?
Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the Revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law.
Alright, what can you tell me about the Revolution? I want to get Kim's perspective on it.
Not much.
Ah.
I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Fair enough. Okay, well let's see if we can get across the waterlock. Oh, we need to solve the jam mystery too. God, we've got so much stuff to do. Oh, hello. Plastic wrapped macaronis stamped with humanitarian aid. This says humanitarian aid tuna fish, not for resale. This says speakers from the people of Samara. This says food gift from the people of Messinia. A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Oh, there's stuff back here. Look, kind of bin. Plastic tear, I'll take it. Just wondering, I wonder if it's worth bumping up our perception a bit higher even again. So that we can start to... Because I noticed I'm getting more orbs since I bumped up perception to 4. Actually, do we have any items that bump up perception? Esprit de corps, half-light... No. I've only got 3 perk points though. I'll leave it for the moment. I'll leave it for the moment. Have a look, what's this? Hot air rises from the sewer. Sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. Oh, there's all sorts of stuff down here. Look at this. Oops, sorry. Some fingerless gloves. Some tear. Roy's Pawnshop. Fast cash for faster times. To peek on through there. Waterlock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. Oh, it's only Tuesday today, so we're not going to be getting across the waterlock. Butter sign down.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter
Samaran.
soaks in the canal. 2 ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of order.
What is Samaran butter?
Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it.
Attempt to reconstruct what happened here.
Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle. These look like the same tire tracks I saw earlier, in front of the whirling rags.
Okay, let's look at the crater.
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour.
That's not that fast. Let's look at the roof of the shack.
The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack.
Let's look at the sloping metal roof panel.
The panel served as a takeoff ramp.
And the broken posts?
The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then it continued its flight, taking the billboard with it.
And let's have a look at the sign.
The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal.
Fair enough.
The Samaran butter billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting it took the plunge recently.
How recently?
Within the past 72 hours.
And what about the opposite bank?
Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast.
What was the model of this phantom vehicle?
There are 2 good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linear G22.
Why the Capri 40?
It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires frequently found on that motor carriage.
Why the Linear G22?
Very sturdy but light motor carriage. More likely than most to survive that jump.
What now?
You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure.
Okay, fair enough.
The lieutenant looks on, waiting for you to wrap up your analysis.
Oh, Kim.
Any theories about what happened here?
Some top shelf shenanigans. I want to meet the driver and shake his hand.
What kind of car do you think it was?
Capri 40 or Linear G22? The Capri matched the description a bit better, so let's say the Capri.
That's quite likely, from what I can tell.
I have some ideas about who it might have been.
Oh.
Actually, never mind. I need more evidence to come up with a list of suspects.
We are not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder?
We should bring this driver to justice, though.
If we must.
I'm not expecting him to get far with this, the lieutenant consoles himself.
Well, we definitely want to find out who did this. Let's talk to this man. Hello, friend.
G'day to you, officers.
An Aussie.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
First things first, what are you doing here, man on the waterlock?
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
Yum.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
The man on the waterlock picks the skin off a slice of salami and takes a sizable bite. Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershoal.
How did an Aussie get here? Is there an Aussie Isola?
The words daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
We keep getting ominous warnings about motor carriage.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Dang. Alright, we'll have to come back later. Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Can I have some of that salami?
Sure thing.
Thanks, mate. This is a classic Australian.
It is salty. It is savory. It is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
Yum.
Want some too, officer?
He turns to the lieutenant.
Why not?
The lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. Alright, bye, mate. Outstanding. Okay, cool. Well, we'll come back later and we'll investigate that. Oh, let's check out the pawn shop, actually. You can probably pawn some of these items that we don't need anymore. Roy's pawn shop. Oh, this place looks fun. Some kind of machine. An antique cash register. Mostly military wear, with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. Oh.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hjelmdal burning.
Sniff the t-shirt.
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
Thank you, Bird's Nest Roy.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
Roy, what's the deal with the man on this t-shirt?
It's the man from Hjelmdal.
Walking away from his burning village, yes.
I like how Kim's just in the cupboard right now.
Their matter-of-fact tone belies their surprise at the fact that you didn't recognize the figure in the print.
I'm guessing I'm supposed to know who this man from Hjelmdal is, but I lost my memory recently. I need help remembering basic facts about reality.
Huh?
I said I lost my memory recently and need help remembering basic facts about reality.
Oh, I see. That's tough, man. I feel the same way sometimes. The man from Hjelmdal is the hero of a series of popular books based on a fictional version of Kotla. In fact, most people don't think that man from Hjelmdal ever really existed, but they are wrong.
Hjelmdal isn't a real place.
Neither is the man a real man, of course, but both the man and Hjelmdal are an ontological necessity. But hey, it's not worth getting into an argument about.
Hang on, what do you mean a man from Hjelmdal was real? Hjelmdal.
I mean, even if the man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Okay.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
Interesting.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity.
Interesting.
Very, very unique energies indeed.
Mm.
Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
How much are you selling this t-shirt for?
2 real.
It's pretty reasonable.
That's dirt cheap.
Couldn't you just give it to me for free then?
But why?
Because I'm a broke cop without a cent to my name? Perhaps I could repay you in some other way.
I deal in goods, not services.
Okay, +1 physical instrument, +1 shivers, -2 authority. I will take it. I do not care about authority. We have plenty of authority already. 2 real. Let's go.
Welcome to Hyundal, officer.
Sweet. Okay, what else can we learn from this shop? Oh, we can actually talk to Roy too. A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says, day.
A typical Martinaise streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Let your gaze run over the streetlight.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Where'd you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
How much for the streetlight?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
700 sounds about right. I imagine it wasn't easy soaring off that streetlight. Yeah, let's say that.
Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
Well, we obviously don't have 700 real, nor will we ever. Let's leave. It's the dumbest thing. There's no way I'm ever going to have that much money. Let's have a look up here. It looks like speakers.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-travelled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Thank you, interfacing. Shopkeep, this Stereo 8 approved machine here
is the Harman Welsh W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. Found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
What I want to know is, could this device come handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Like a beach party. With sand and sun and seagulls dancing on the breeze.
Kim, could I bring it to a beach party?
Theoretically, yes. But we don't have time right now. It's generally murder investigation first, then beach party.
Actually, it doesn't have to be a beach. With a boombox like that, I'll bring the party into the streets.
You can play it any way you like. And I guess since you're a police officer, no one can arrest you for it.
Equip this to play tapes. Oh, that does seem like something we need to be able to do, but it is 12 real. I only need 20 for the room. I won't buy it just yet. Let's wait and see what else there is. That's good to know it's there, though.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back.
Win her back?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine. This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy.
Oh, I love Volition. I'll inspect the knights on a horseback.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights.
Ah.
I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago.
And the blue uniforms? Because Rene was wearing a blue uniform.
They're not all blue.
Ah.
These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Wait, this was like Rene, the old guy who was playing pétanque.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
So these are royalist soldiers.
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Inspect the figurines in rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
Contrast is meant to be disheartening, as it ought to be.
I don't like either set very much, to be honest. But there are many parents among my customers.
He seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in perpetuity by these toys. Might be interesting to find out what it is.
Volition said not to trust Inland Empire on this. I'm going to step away from the table. Let's talk to Roy. I'm going to trust Volition.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Now that the RCM is here, Roy, have you had any trouble lately?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Alright, mate.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite a collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on?
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Pyrrolidon? What is that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Oh. Okay. We could get straight to the point. So where does a man get Pyrrolidon these days? Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes. No, let's just go straight in. So where does a man get Pyrrolidon these days?
How would I know?
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
Say, what's those triangles on your vest?
I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. You know, after the People's Pile disaster.
We don't know. We don't know anything about that.
Had to take Pyrrolidon for radiation sickness. That's what you were hinting at just now, wasn't it?
The People's Pile? What's that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned.
Yep.
Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too.
So they built a nuclear reactor, particle to decay generators, basically, like a primitive nuclear reactor. Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were part of.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organised. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy.
Oh man.
The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out.
Yeah, fair enough.
There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
Must have been tough, radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened. And why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile.
I get it.
So much disappointment. And early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Sounds a lot like Chernobyl. Whose fault was it that the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
Yeah.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
How'd you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinaise. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
Thanks for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
I should say the similarity I'm seeing to Chernobyl is more the aftermath, the meltdown, and how the cleanup sort of went and what was happening to the people during it. Obviously, Chernobyl wasn't a humanitarian effort or a group of people who didn't know what they were doing. It was like an official nuclear reactor built by the Soviet Union. I think it was one of the most advanced ones they had at that point. So different in terms of the inception, but outcome seems to be pretty similar to this nuclear pile.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
I'm not going to share his pyrolidon. There's something I'd like to sell.
Let me have a look.
I'd like to sell my clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
Fair enough.
And especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me sparkle in the light of the projector!
I love the tie. I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I'm going to keep that. Oh, I could sell the dock worker shift card. Kim's handkerchief. Sell the postcard. I'm not going to sell the photo of a happy couple. That's Rene's. Sell the postcard. Postcard. I'm not going to sell that cube. I know it's worth 50, but we might need that. I could sell the lieutenant's handkerchief. The tiny embroidered portiere. Oh, let's sell the dock worker shift card. Perfect. And that will net us nicely. That will afford us the boombox.
Another time, perhaps.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers of the citizens' militia? Oh, my gun.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
We've Kim here too. That just sounded really, really bad.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Oh no.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
He probably has a good reason for that. Drop the matter. Was Tobiah a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
Oh no.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Oh good.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinaise with it?
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on a citizen's militia?
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everard wasn't lying and the Union can track her down in time.
Roy, have people from Everard Clare's Union come to track that gun by any chance?
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it.
Yeah.
They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Wait, then it might be true. Everard's claims.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
Well, at least I now know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else, please.
Of course.
Do you have any recordings of the Col de Mamadakwa?
The Col de Mamadakwa? Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds.
I've been
or
really...
birds, for that matter.
I've been really into all kinds of art lately. Experimental things, you know. I've been really into all kinds of art lately. Experimental things, you know.
What an interesting development. Well, it's been a long while since I've gone hunting for the Col de Mamadakwa. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore, and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead. This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all of that.
That sounds so cool.
Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Col de Mamadakwa, and he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things, so he got the rest of us to join in his search.
And did you ever find it?
We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Col de Mamadakwa.
Can I listen to it?
Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
Amazing.
Do we really have time for this?
No, it's okay. It's just that I heard the Col de Mamadakwa outside the Whirling and I wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one. No, it's absolutely necessary for my research.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
He switches on the tape player. The speakers begin to emit a low hum.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is becoming difficult. Not good, not good. You're about to start suffocating. You have to stop this. There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though someone is standing just outside your range of vision and watching you, doing this to you.
Why are we having such a reaction to this?
He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums.
What's that?
Gulls and skewers. But
He raises a pointed finger and inclines his head toward the speakers. A new, very high-pitched, shivering sound emerges amidst the others.
That's it. The signal in the noise. The thin whisper. A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the cold Mamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
Do you know anything about the traffic menace on Duluth?
Traffic? I'm sorry, officer, but I don't drive.
But didn't you hear it when a traffic menace drove over your roof?
Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing a thunderous noise the other night. Some kind of powerful electric vortex hitting the shop, and then moving on.
That sure narrows down our list of suspects.
A vortex? Sounds fascinating.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I didn't really know what to make of it, but I know it meant something.
You might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Do you know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
Yeah, fair enough.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colours.
I've got other business to take care of now. Let's buy that speaker.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Legend. Cool. I don't think there's anything else for us here. Let's head on out. And I think that is a good place to wrap up for today. Let's make our way over and see if we can fulfill the next two things we need to look into, which is the jam mystery, and we need to open that door Everard Clare asked us to as well. But for now, stay safe, stay well. I'll see you guys next time.